The war in Ukraine continues with full intensity. July 25th, 2026. A Russian soldier lying on the ground, an FPV drone right above him. He doesn't run, just stays there, gesturing, apparently saying something at it, as if reasoning with the drone might work. Minutes pass. The drone keeps hovering. Eventually it connects. It was never going to end any other way. A drone right in front of him, 1 meter away. He doesn't move, doesn't flinch, stays completely still until it connects. A conscious decision, or something beyond that. Either way, it changes nothing. A drone scanning through the grass. A Russian soldier suddenly bursts out, hurling something at it in a rage. Then he charges straight at the drone himself. It doesn't end well for him. A Russian soldier spotted hiding in rubble. An FPV drone closes in. He panics. First he tries to run, realizes there's nowhere to go, turns back and uses the walls as cover instead. The drone keeps adjusting, looking for the right angle. He grabs something off the ground and throws it. Then another thing. None of it works. Then, somewhere in the chaos, he remembers he has a weapon. He starts firing. Shot after shot at a drone, moving too fast and too close to aim at properly. None of them connect. The drone reaches him before the next one does. Running as fast as he can, it still isn't enough. The drone stays right behind him through every direction change. When he goes down, the drone is already there. The running didn't buy him any real distance. No doors, no armor. A stripped-down vehicle moving supplies toward the front. The drone closes in from behind and connects directly with the driver. Whatever was being delivered, it doesn't arrive. Signum operators working the Lyman direction. A Russian motorcyclist intercepted mid-ride, soldiers hiding in bushes located and struck, and others who tried to fight back against fiber-optic FPV drones dealt with the same way. 3 different scenarios, 3 different attempts to survive or escape. The fiber-optic guidance means none of the jamming equipment makes a difference. Whatever Russia tries in this sector, Signum keeps finding an answer for it. 2 Russian soldiers walking through open ground covered in fiber-optic drone cables. The trail left by hundreds of previous strikes across this exact terrain. They see it. They keep walking anyway. Reconnaissance drones track every step while an FPV is already closing in. When the moment comes, they don't split up, don't create distance between them. They stay side by side. The drone reaches both of them at once. Hours later, the same stretch of ground. 2 more soldiers. Same route, same mistake, same outcome. In almost exactly the same spot as the first 2. Moving in the dark, convinced the night offers cover. A thermal drone sees through it instantly. 2 soldiers, same assumption, same outcome. Scanning under the tree line, a soldier steps out from the branches. The drone was already there. Ukraine Stridge unit operating with next-generation communication FPV drones. Standard systems upgraded through the Redrone program to extend range and improve signal stability. The difference shows in this footage. Russian soldiers and vehicles along logistics routes tracked and struck one by one with no real counter in place. Routes that should have some form of drone protection running completely exposed. Every vehicle moving through here is doing so without any meaningful cover from above. Resting under a bridge, a drone arrives before he has time to react. No warning, no chance. A Russian drone operator steps outside to launch his drone. And Ukraine's reconnaissance is already watching. The first mistake a drone operator can make, using the same location to launch and to shelter. Both positions now known, both on the same target. A Ukrainian FPV drone closes in on the shelter with its payload. The structure collapses. The operator who came out to launch a drone becomes the target of one instead. Picking something from a tree, the last thing he sees is the drone closing in. Over Chernihiv Oblast, an Odin 10 SSE interceptor drone takes down a Russian Gerbera decoy UAV. The Gerbera is designed to mimic the radar signature of ballistic missiles and cruise missiles. Its purpose is to overwhelm Ukrainian air defenses by forcing them to expend real interceptor missiles on a fake target. Taking one down with a purpose-built interceptor drone instead of a costly missile is exactly the kind of cost-effective answer Ukraine has been developing. Ukraine's 59th Assault Brigade deploying German-funded HX-2 loitering munitions, systems that circle overhead until they identify and engage their target. Self-propelled artillery and multiple launch rocket systems taken out in the same operation. Precision that conventional drones can't always match, now operational on this front. Russia tried to hide artillery pieces and shelters camouflaged, positions built to stay out of sight. Ukraine's Da Vinci Wolves unit finds each one regardless. 2 soldiers, several artillery pieces, multiple shelters, all located and struck in the same operation. Whatever concealment Russia built here, it didn't survive a careful search from above. Tyumen, Western Siberia, 2,000 kilometers from Ukraine's border. The Tyumen Oil Refinery set on fire by Ukrainian drones. The only large refinery in Russia's entire Ural Federal District, processing around 8 million tons of crude annually. Protected by anti-drone netting, it didn't hold. The same night, strikes confirmed on a weapons plant in Kirov, logistics infrastructure in Yekaterinburg, a fuel depot in Rostov, and vessels in the Caspian Sea. One night, targets spread across thousands of kilometers of Russian territory. No part of Russia's energy or logistics network is out of reach anymore. A large-scale Russian mechanized offensive in Donetsk Oblast, 2 armies and a tank division pushing simultaneously toward Ukrainian defensive positions near Novoekonomichna and Shakovoye. Ukrainian forces held the line and pushed back. Dozens of armored vehicles and over 100 personnel taken out of action in the same engagement. A major coordinated assault, with all the resources Russia put into it, stopped before breaking through. Another large-scale attempt that produces large-scale losses and no breakthrough. Ukrainian aviation delivering a GBU-39 strike on a Russian drone command post belonging to Russia's 50th Unmanned Systems Brigade, a unit that expanded recently but has been active since the Kursk offensive. The command infrastructure coordinating their drone operations hit directly. A year ago, Russian ground robotic systems in the Vovchansk direction were rare. Now they're appearing regularly, used to carry supplies and ammunition to forward positions where sending soldiers has become too costly. Ukraine's Merchiki unit, 57th Brigade, tracks them in motion, finds where they're being staged, and takes them out before the delivery completes. The war keeps evolving. Russia automating its logistics to reduce exposure, Ukraine refining the search to match it. Every new tactic gets an answer. The cycle keeps accelerating. Ukraine's Chimera border unit operating in Russia's Bryansk Oblast, striking Russian vehicles and artillery being accumulated near the border. Every attempt to mass equipment here gets met with the same response. Russia keeps trying to build up assets along this border corridor. Ukraine keeps finding them before that buildup becomes anything usable. 2 Russian fortified shelters taken out in Kharkiv Oblast, along with a vehicle and a quad bike used for supply runs to frontline positions, all struck in the same operation. Every shelter destroyed is a position that can no longer be used. Every supply vehicle hit is one less delivery reaching the front. Systematic pressure across the entire sector. A Russian D-30 howitzer hidden alongside its ammunition supply and fortified shelters, a position that took time and effort to build. Ukraine's prime unit finds it in a single sweep. The artillery piece taken out, the stockpile with it, the shelters reduced to rubble, the crew operating all of it no longer a factor. Someone on the Russian side is waking up today without fire support. It isn't Ukraine. Cutting off Russian transport isn't just about destroying vehicles, It's about collapsing the entire system around them. No vehicle means no rotation, no resupply, no ability to reposition when the line shifts. Ukraine's drone operators working specifically to eliminate that mobility. Every transport gone is a unit that stays fixed in place, unable to respond to what's happening around it. What you just watched is happening every single day. Soldiers found under bridges, in trees, in the dark. No position staying safe for long. As of today, July 25th, day 1,613 of this war, Russia's total combat losses have reached approximately 1,437,550 personnel, with 1,450 more in the last 24 hours. Today, Russia struck a defense industry exhibition in Kiev with a ballistic missile. The same day, Ukraine hit the Tyumen Oil Refinery in western Siberia, 2,000 kilometers from the border, through anti-drone netting, the facility's diesel processing unit on fire. Also struck overnight, a weapons plant in Kirov, fuel depots in Rostov, and vessels in the Caspian Sea. A large-scale Russian mechanized assault involving 2 armies and a tank division was repelled near Donetsk. Dozens of armored vehicles stopped before breaking through a single defensive line. Both sides are now striking deeper into each other's territory with every passing week. The front barely moves. Drop a comment. As this war reaches further in every direction, where does it go from here?